In this video, we're going to talk about big money buying lots of silver, folks. Also want to cover, I've had a couple requests on this, how I store my silver. Mostly 90% silver. We will talk about in this video as well. Thank you for watching. Happy Easter. Please like, share, and if you're not yet subscribed, come subscribe because you're going to get updated information every single day on this channel. Thank you again for watching. Let's just get into it today. Again, I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. We're still working, folks. It just never ends. Our boss got a phone call today. Customer wants 4 monster boxes of silver eagles. Big money is coming into play, folks. This big money person, I'll just say he's an ex-football player. I also received an email today, personal email today. The one that I put on the channel, my personal email. Customer wants 2 monster boxes of Canadian Maple Leafs. That is what she wanted today. Place the order. She can come pick them up tomorrow. Lock her in before the market opens up. This is telling me times are changing, folks. People are not going in so much for gold. Yeah, we're still selling gold. Don't get me wrong. We're selling quite a bit of gold. But it seems like the pattern is just starting to change now. People are always wondering when silver is going to come along for the ride. It will eventually. Exactly when? I can't tell you that. But the big money is starting to filter into silver right now. If you have the funds, not financial advice, of course, start stacking a little bit more. I don't think we're going to see big dips. I really don't. We're in this $32 threshold, folks, right? We've been here for a while. Yes, we had to dip down to 29. Maybe even dip down to the high 28s. I think we're done with that. I think that was the last dip we're going to see. I think we're moving up from here. Like I said in previous videos, silver can fall very, very fast. It just takes time for it to work its way back. Some people say it was the margin calls on silver and gold. That's why silver fell. That's why gold fell. But gold came roaring back. Silver's the little engine that could. Silver will come along for the ride. Exactly when that's going to happen, I'm going to say I don't know once again. I'm still looking for 90% silver myself. You guys have heard me say that before. I'm still looking for 40% silver. I'm still looking for 35% silver. I love it when you folks put it in the comment section. I found a roll of Warren nickels less than melt. I found 40%ers less than melt. I got at my local coin shop 21 times face, 22 times face. Great prices, folks. Keep stacking. But don't overdo your stack at one time. You got the cost average you stack. People ask me at the shop, when's it going to be too late to buy silver? When is it too late to buy gold? I don't think it's too late to buy anything. And we're really not buying anything, folks. We're just converting. We're not buying nothing. We're getting rid of this crap, to be honest with you, and converting it into real money. That's all we're doing. We're not buying nothing. You know, people want the price of silver to go up and gold to go up, which is all fine, but we're talking about dollars. Like I've said before, we got to get a mindset out of the dollar and thinking about what we can start trading ounces, 90% silver for in the future. I believe that day is coming, folks. I believe the dollar is going away. People laugh at me. Well, that's fine. We will have, us stackers will have the last laugh. I'll put it that way. I'll put it nicely that way. We will have the last laugh. Yeah, some of it's been stacking for years. I get the hardship. I get the stories that I've heard this before coin shop, Chris. I get it. But again, we're talking about dollars. I've said it before on this channel also. Start thinking about when you're out there shopping. And we really got to start doing this. It could be anything that you're buying out there. From groceries, to appliances, to small appliances, wherever, clothing. Think about, is it worth that much silver? Think of it if it's that worth much gold. Price it in your head in silver and gold. And then ask yourselves, is this more of a need or more of a want? If it's more than a want, then maybe second guess it. If you need it, that's fine. But we gotta come to realize that we all, even myself, gotta start saving more of this garbage to get more silver or gold, whatever you desires. Because you know I don't stack gold. I got some Goldbacks, and that is what I normally. I don't stack Goldbacks. I have a stack of Goldbacks for when things really get bad, and when they really start taking off, and more businesses start accepting the Goldbacks. I love the program. I don't like the UPMA side of it, but I'm not going to even get into it because I don't like the UPMA side of it. I don't like the leasing program whatsoever. I'm a firm believer. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Now, I understand some people can't hold everything at their house. They have an on-site location, or they don't even feel comfortable leaving anything in their home, and they got to vote the stuff. I understand that portion. Some people need to do that. You know, find yourself a good company to do that with. Do your research on that. What a better place to get your precious metals from is channel sponsor Pinbacks.com, folks. Call Michael up. Call Brian up. The brothers that own the company. They're going to help you out as much as they can to help you out, answer your questions. No, they're not going to give you financial advice. But they will describe what they think might fit your needs. You know, I do that all the time at the shop. I sit down with people all the time at the shop. And we tell them we're not financial advisors, but for your situation, everybody's situation is different now. We try to put them on the right path. And we tell them, again, we're not financial advisors, of course. But, you know, for what I see, what they spend, they know better than what they spend than I do, of course. But we try to put people on the right path, guide them. And that's what I built this channel on, to guide you all. So if you folks have any questions for me, reach out to me in my email. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Check them out, folks. I think you're going to be very, very happy what they have to offer, how fast they ship. So thank you again, Pinbacks, for sponsoring the channel. Before I get into how I store my 90% silver for the most part, I want to give you an update on the washing machine. I thought it was the condenser, the cold water condenser. As you can see, it looks a little scary, but it's a 3-prong one. Put the new one in, and it's still not working. It pumps the water a little bit, stops. Pumps the water, so I'm thinking it might be the drain line may be clogged, or maybe it's the pump itself. So I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with the washing machine, and I'll be doing that after I get done with this video, so my grandmother can shut the heck up about it. Hopefully it's going to be an easy fix today. I don't have the pump on hand, so we will see if there's not something clogged in the line somewhere, and it's an easy fix, and I'll be happy I don't have to mess with the pump then. People have asked me, Coin Shop Chris, how do you store your 90% silver? How should I store my silver? Well, look, there's some different ways you can store silver and gold. The common way is your tubes, right? This is full. Your maples come in a tube. If you order a tube of maples, but you can buy a tube separately, fill it up as you can. And that's the great idea, folks, because you can buy 1 or 2 maples at a time, get a tube from your coin shop, and stack it as you can stack it. So what if they mix dates? That really don't matter. It's a full tube of 25. You can stack them that way. You can stack them in capsules. You can start doing capsule stuff. Yeah, it's going to get a little bit more expensive. You can stack, you know, your 90% silver in tubes like this. May not have to be yellow, of course, but really, you can do guidehouse boxes. That costs a little bit more money too. I'm the firm believer in, when it comes to junk silver, it really don't matter how you store it. You can store it in canvas bags. You can store it in containers. All these silver cores you see, of course you can't see them all because some of them are off camera. I stack it in this, a metal can. It almost gets, these quarters fit all in this can, and I still got room for a little bit more. Another way, folks, old medicine bottles. No, if you take prescription medications, you know, you get headaches a lot, whatever, you go through some medicine bottles, whatever, why not? These are all quarters in this one. When it gets filled, write what's on the bottle itself. This is $28 face of silver quarters. Fits right in the safe. Don't take much room. Put a label on it. $28 face, and you know it's quarters. If you want to put silver quarters there, that's fine. You can do that as well. This one is an old Tylenol bottle. $48 face in silver dimes. It's Chuck. There it is, 48 bucks. Yeah, I probably can put a few more bucks in there, but I figured I'd just round it off to 48 and call it good on that one. Easy, cheap. You don't have to get a guidehouse box. Like I said, you can do it in canvas bags as well, folks. You can do it in any container you want to. Just clean it out, of course, and you'll be just fine with that. That is how I do it. You know, remember, it's 90% silver. It's used. You know, some of it, yeah, be used. Yeah, you can keep them in separate rolls, separate tubes. I don't like the paper rolls. Okay, I don't like the paper rolls because some of these paper rolls have oils in them, and then after years go by, they start to get the little oils on the coins, and it turns the coins a certain color on the edges. Just be aware of that. It's not too bad if it's circulated silver, 90% silver. It's not going to be that much of a harm done to the coins at all. But you don't want to keep that in like a BU roll. You know, you want to put that in a little bit more protective holder, like a plastic holder itself. So with that all being said, you know, we're going to take this one day at a time, folks. One day at a time. And we're going to keep you updated on this channel. If you folks have any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to help you. No, I cannot, the only thing I cannot do is give you individually financial advice. I can tell you how I do something, and that's about it. That is what I'm allowed to do. And I'm just trying to be transparent on this channel as much as I can be. Give you guys the truth of what's going on out there in the markets. Keep stacking, folks. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's stack. You know, I can sit all day and show you different rolls of coins that I have. You know, I can sit all day and probably do that. You know, it takes time to stack. And anybody out there is new to stacking, please ask the questions. It don't have to be to me. It could be to your local coin shop. It can be to online sponsor Pimex.com. Whoever you feel comfortable with. Because if we don't start asking questions now, we might get something that we might regret later because we bought it because it was a cool looking round. It was this. Look, I don't have a lot of fancy brand name silver. Yeah, I got germanium mint bars. 1 ounce ones. I got some acai bars, but they're not really brand name. I got some Nidia bars, which I'll probably bring out this afternoon. And it's all about cost averaging your stack. I am not regretful of some of the stuff that I bought. Maybe was one tube of rounds I got, and maybe I'll bring that out this afternoon too if I can find it. If it's home in my safe, I'll show you guys that when I'm really not too keen about. But at the end of the day, it's there in ounces. Silver. I got a tube of 20 of them. I'm not impressed with them at all, but it is what it is. There. I've shown them before on the channel, but I will probably show them again this afternoon since I mentioned it in this video for you all. Stack wisely. Don't overdo it all at one time. I cannot get that message out more clearly to everybody out there. Yes, the big money's coming in, folks. But remember, it don't matter. It's the physical market versus the paper market. The paper market will take off eventually. Or maybe the paper market will just bust altogether. And we're going to have a reset. And what will that do to silver and gold? Only time will tell. I thank you for watching on an Easter Sunday, folks. I'll be back later this afternoon. Keep you updated. We will see what the overnight market does tonight. It could be a wild one tonight. Because we all know that was Good Friday was on this past Friday. The market was closed in the States. Could China, Asia, pull a doozy in the overnight? We will see. Stay tuned. We will keep you updated. Coin Shop Chris is now out.